that didn't offend anybody. Hello, friends. Happy, what's today? Thursday, I believe, right? 12:26. It's 8:01 p.m. I'm kicking it here in Easton, PA. It's chilly. It's chilly. Sorry, Ryan Richard, if that music offended you. Put a lot of effort into making it offensive. You know what I mean? You feeling me, bro? All right, it's 8 o'clock. It's the day after Christmas, so I'm bored. And I'm starting to feel better, finally, if you couldn't tell. I feel better. So a lot of things to talk about, right? Hopefully everybody's holidays were great. I got to see my kid. That was awesome. She came by. Danny whipped up all kinds of crazy ass food. Now she's sick, unfortunately, and I am on the mend, so means I got to walk the dog, which kind of sucks. But hey, somebody's got to do it. So yeah, today all kinds of cool things. First and foremost, right? We had a calendar announcement. I'm gonna bring my man Mike up. Then we're gonna say hi to everybody real quick. Like, there he is. Hi, Michael. Danger. Things just got dangerous on this show. Let's just say that. Well, I can't hear you, man. Your mic ain't working, bro. What kind of setup you
How
got?
about
Oh,
now? Can you hear me?
yeah, now we hear you.
Yeah. It's all these buttons,
You had to push the button.
I guess.
You're pretty good at that.
I didn't know.
You're a great
Whatever.
button pusher.
Yeah, I guess.
I am too. But we'll talk about the calendar here in a minute. But let's say hi. Let's say hi. We got Danny in the house. She's just downstairs. We have Ryan Richard from the Paranormal Theory crew. Sandy Pickle. We got Big Daddy Andy. Oh God, who am I missing? Stacy Lynn Dickerson. La 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 la. And that's about everybody that's identified themselves. I'm sure we have a couple of other people watching who choose to remain silent. It's okay. So Mike,
Yo,
what?
nothing. I'm just
Oh,
waiting.
yeah, they're allowed. They can be silent. So if everybody's been watching you create these ridiculous photos of me.
Yeah. Listen, you're either the hero or the villain in everyone's story, right? So I wanted to create that, graphically, and show off some talent and just kind of, just thought it'd make some laughs. I think my favorite was the Lopanowitz Tinder profile.
Lopanowitz is pretty good. I put them in a little. I can bring them up if you want to talk, because I do have some questions about your inspiration, and people probably think that we talked about this before this insanity ever started.
No, right. So no, we didn't talk about it. It was just like I was kind of bored. I got done with the mag. I set it in for production, and I'm just like I had in-laws in for the holidays, and
That's all you got to say.
I just had to, I was trying to unplug from that and plug into something just to kind of keep me busy. So I was just kind of creating, just letting the juices flow. And I think it started off with the Dumb and Dumber one, right? It's just me and you. So
Yeah.
I don't know who's dumb and who's dumber, but I can guarantee you that it's not the dumbest thing, we've probably been involved in. You know what I mean?
Like, probably not.
Yeah.
I've been involved in some dumb
But I think
stuff.
I can say this with confidence. I can say that over the past year-ish, almost 2 years, we've done a bit of growing, and there has been some changes that have been made, and and how we look at things. And I can say that for me anyway. I don't know about you, but
well, thanks.
yeah,
yeah, I mean, I would have to agree. Um, I would have to agree with that. I believe I'm not out there trying to fuck anybody's lives up every day. At least
Well, also I do want to say that, you know, if I had to put a percentage value to what, you know, this is for me, the paranormal community and just, you know, the magazine and everything, I'd say it's like a solid 8% of my life. It's not, you know, I don't I'm not like deep into it where it's just like consumes 100% of my time, you know, I don't wait for things to pop up
right.
and respond. And, you know, so when I see things, you know, that are like kind of coming around from fuck, dude, 16, 18 months ago, it's just like, who the fuck has the time, man? Right. And, I mean, and really to not understand like, who I am personally. I have a super fucked up sense of humor, right? I'm kind of fucked up also, right? But that's just my upbringing, you know, and that's not even my fault, right? It's just kind of the path that I've been on in my entire life. I'm just a result of that, you know, and so my sense of humor is a little raw. My
Mm.
you know, I think everything's pretty much funny. I don't think I've had any serious moral conversations via Facebook Messenger, right? I don't think I've ever had that. You know, I don't even think like I've even had like serious conversations, like even on any of these podcasts or shows I've been on. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, until now, I was talking about a goddamn calendar. Mike took this down
well,
a different road.
I feel like this. I'm explaining the background, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
this is
yeah. I
really
get
what
it. I'm
this is
joking.
like what the calendar is for me, right? And this goes to like any project that I work on, right? You'll see little bits and pieces of my blood all over, you know, some of these projects out there, and I put a lot into it, and I don't necessarily half-ass anything, you know, um, but
Apparently, right? Because as
but
these photos were coming out, I
yeah.
was like, Jesus God.
And they
First of
were like
all,
for a minute there, I think I did 4 a day, right? I did 4 every day, and uh I think the hardest part for me was trying to find the most accurate representation of what I wanted to portray. And then the second hardest part was stalking the shit out of your Facebook
yeah,
and finding the picture that worked,
yeah,
right?
which that part amazes me too. So I'm like, where's he getting this? Where are these
Yeah.
photos coming from? I'm like putting tape over my camera. Like,
Yeah.
what's happening?
Yeah, so I mean, basically that's what it was. So I mean, and there were a couple that I replaced in there because I just wasn't happy with the final product, and I
Yeah,
think there's, like,
yeah.
one more I'm gonna change,
Uh-oh.
uh, but overall, I think I'm pretty happy with the way it came out, you know?
Well, yeah, I mean, it looks cool, right? And then the whole calendar idea came up, and that whatever money's made is going, or a large portion of it, right? You got to cover
Yeah,
your
so I have to
costs,
cover listen, there's people involved in the binding of
production
the
costs,
calendar, right? There's people involved in the printing, there's shipping, you
yeah,
know, that goes
all that
into it,
shit.
right? There's fulfillment, so but everything that gets made after that is going to Autism Speaks.
Awesome.
.org, right? So, if anybody watching out there doesn't know, my son was diagnosed autistic, and you know, he's just, I mean, it's at first, you know, for me, like at first, it was like, oh shit, you know, and
Yeah,
you never know like the level of it because he's nonverbal,
yeah,
and obviously he can't verbalize, you know, uh, I'm this autistic, you know what I mean? Like, so it's it's different. So we know we're working that specifically. Like in the beginning for me was tough, right? Because I'm not going to live forever, you know, and you know I feel you know he's going to be by himself at some point, and I'm like it really you know it really bothered me, you know, and
yeah.
for a long time, and but um learning with him, and I'm you know growing with him and letting him become the little mini danger that he is. right?
That he is. He's on my Christmas tree 2 times.
Yeah. Yeah, he does the funniest shit, man. You know, and like today, like he doesn't say a lot of words, right? He can count to 10. He can make noises, you know, in sequence to 10, and some of it sounds like the number,
Mhm.
some of it doesn't, but he counts, right? It's
Yeah.
the, you know, in his own way to 10. And today, like he was jumping from couch to couch saying, "Oh shit. Oh shit." And you know, you as a parent, right? Don't say that word, but fucker's nonverbal. So say your words. You know what
Yeah,
I
say
mean?
it.
Like
Shit.
say your words. And so it was awesome. It
Like
was
he's gonna
awesome
say
to,
much
you
worse in
know,
the
yeah,
future.
yeah, fuck, you know, it's my household, right? That's probably not the worst thing he hears
Yeah, probably
every day,
not.
right? Um, but yeah, no, so I mean, back, you know, kind of sidetracking here, but back, you know, back to what I was originally, you know, saying. I think that over the past couple years, um, I don't think everybody knows. Like, I don't. Our relationship doesn't go back much further than what, like May of last year, right?
I
April,
would
May.
say, yeah, right around May of last year.
Yeah. So like over, you know, over that time, and you know, we're friends, and we're not. I mean, like, you know, we're not like fucking super close,
All right.
but I've
You don't
grown
have
to
to.
know you over that, you know, over that period of time, and yeah. So I mean, I think that the calendar is an accurate representation of how I see you.
Oh, great. I don't know how to take that, but thank you.
Oh,
Um, Jihood,
very cool.
I'll pass that along. But yeah, look, man. Yeah, we met probably May, and then yeah, I still can't get a hug out of the guy. So clearly, right? We're not. He wants it. I can see he wants it. Like he just won't let it happen. It's okay. When the time's right, Mike will hug me. I do. I have to do the whole Trump pull in when we grab him. Yeah, what's up, man? I pull him in, and then it's like it's
And then
dangerous.
he only gets a shoulder. You know,
Yeah,
he only
I only get the shoulder. Only get the shoulder, but no, man. Yeah, and then since then, we threw a lot of shit together. I
well, no,
won.
I don't, you know, so yeah, I mean,
I won a
look,
fishing
yeah,
derby.
yeah, he won the fishing derby. All right. You
I
know,
just want to remind
that's what
everyone.
you want to call it.
Wow.
I let you win.
Wow.
I saw him pull that fish out of the cooler and hook it on his line and throw that shit out there real quick.
I would have got a bigger fish, bro.
Yeah, he had opened the sardine can up and just popped the little
Yeah,
fucker
I
on
would have
there,
got a bigger
right?
fish.
Yeah. Okay.
So what about Ace Ventura? I don't even know if I want to know some of these. But if you haven't seen, Mike's created a calendar with a bunch of photos, um, which he has done an amazingly scary job at putting my face in there. And I'm sure there's a handful of people um, that will try to seek out your services to put my face on other villains. But Ace
Oh, yeah.
Ventura,
Yeah. Ace Ventura, man, Ghost Detective. Absolutely.
yeah, appreciate that. Die Hard, just watched it yesterday.
Yeah, sneaking through the vents, doing his thing.
Labyrinth, which I don't, where the hell did you get that photo? I don't even want to know. Doesn't matter. I'm so confused. These two, I'm sure this one's being screenshotted as we speak.
Yeah, the
The one
Scarface.
I am
Scarface,
Scarface and
absolutely.
then American Psycho, which
Yeah, your mountains of powder.
that's an actual real photo, by the way. He didn't do any work there. That's me just swinging axes.
So,
Because
true story behind the Scarface, behind the Scarface photo. When I was in high school, like this was back in the 90s, everyone. Right. The thing was, you know, on our souped up Honda Civics, we put these like little, you know, rectangular stickers on the back of our cars that like kind of represented personality. And mine was Scarface, and it said "The world is yours." Right. on the back of my Honda. You know, so you know how I look at, you know, people look at Scarface and be like, oh, the guy's a fucking drug dealer, you know, this and that. I mean, listen, man, the guy came up, you know, got here and fucking did his thing. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Went out like a G.
He was an entrepreneur, to say the
Entrepreneur.
least, right?
Business mindset.
We have the American Psycho shot. Love it. Two of my
Low.
personal favorites, especially because Big Trouble in Little China was like a thing for me in my teenage years. And then the Dumb and Dumber, which I believe was the first one I saw. Well,
that was the first one I made, was the Dumb and Dumber.
It's like, again, I don't even know how you do this, man. Like, I'm decent with Photoshop, but like, this is ridiculous. So we've got Danny she's downstairs laughing. Then we have me as is that Buffalo Bill?
That's Buffalo Bill. Yeah.
And then September, misery.
Yeah. Getting your ass whooped.
Getting my ass kicked by a crazy woman.
By a crazy woman. Yes.
What was your inspiration there, Mike?
Yeah.
My head looks crazy in that, but it's okay. Another I love November. Me,
November was
Punching
great.
a Baby.
Well, I sent that to him first, right? The campaign one. And from the campaign, the movie, The Campaign. I sent that, and he looked at it and he was like, oh, I love that movie, right? And he goes, you should Photoshop my face into that. I was like, I did. And he's like, oh, what the fuck?
This is a true story because I just saw The Baby, right? And I had broken glasses until yesterday. I ran out. CVS was open, and because I lost the screw to my other glasses, and I bought new glasses, and then I lost the glasses. So I'm like $200 in the glasses this week. So I had my glasses half on because I lost an arm, and I could see well out of one eye, not so much on the other. So when you said you did, I went back and I was like, oh my God. It's ridiculous. Then we have The Shining. Sandy, I'm still allowed to watch The Baby. This baby right here was being aggressive and acting up. So I had to handle it. Look, it's what Scarface would do.
Yeah.
I see. We'll throw the link up here shortly. It's also on my page and on Mike's page. And then, of course, we have The Shining, which is a cult classic and one of the best and scariest movies ever. So thank you. That's on my birthday month, Mike. I don't know if you did that on purpose. Uh-oh, you're getting yelled at. The boss is here.
Oh, yes.
He does have a lot of time. And then there's Ernest. Rob Saves Christmas. Right? I somehow switched these around. But then we have December, and I am saving Christmas because I am well known for being very jovial in the month of December. Yes, to Rob. So this is the calendar that Mike came up with, and again, the proceeds are going to Autism Speaks. So anything you guys do, shut up, Sarah. It's weird having Sarah on the side, but she's busy. She's busy. So so first of all, thank you for bringing some laughs into this house while I was sick.
Absolutely.
I'm just about over it. I still have a tad of this shit kicking my ass, and then Danny, I woke up. My dog wasn't in my bed. My dog was not sleeping with me, and I'm like, uh-oh. So I looked at my phone, and Danny had sent a text message saying, I'm sick, so don't freak out if you come out here and you see a person. So, she didn't want me to attack her and
right
and shit,
Mm-hmm.
So that's that. Now, to get this calendar, I tried I tried putting the link up, Mike, but it's like it's a lot.
Yeah, if
Uh,
you just if you just go to dangers.design, right? On the homepage there, you can shop Get Haunted. There's a
yes.
button there to shop Get Haunted, and you can just go to basically all the
Dangers.
Get Haunted merch that I have,
Yeah,
right?
unlicensed, I should say too. There are no licensing contracts, or I just do what Mike says,
Yeah,
basically.
that's it. That's it, man.
With a nice little write up, celebrate the seasons with Rob because every
Yeah.
day is a better day with a little stack of wits, whatever the fuck that means. But okay. All right, a little stack of wits. So there you go. You can go to danger.design. It's on my site. It's on Mike's. It's on my Facebook page. I think Sarah promoted it in the network. And um, it's everywhere. So you'll find it if you really want one. I hope you do. It's for a good cause. Um, and it's
And
me.
it doubles, listen, you can just pin it up, right? And you can throw darts at it.
You can throw darts at it.
and spit wads at it, or you
Yeah.
can shoot at
Now,
it.
if people sign up with they can go to CVS and get themselves one of those Visa gift cards, right? And get a PO box. This way, we don't know who they are. If they're nervous to order one, we can do that. You can make a
Oh yeah,
dart.
listen, I don't discriminate,
Yeah.
don't care.
Mike doesn't care.
I'll sell and ship it to anybody.
Mike doesn't care. Danny's throwing the link up right there.
Hey, there it is.
That's the link. Very easy to hack that link, I should say. Yeah. But outside of all of the insanity of having a ton of people over, your hottie was good.
Yeah, it was
See?
look, we have a phrase in my house. You know, my wife likes to force me to do what we have coined the term white people shit, right? So she makes me, do portrait settings and sit down and take family photos, and this year's white people shit that we did was she got matching plaid pajama bottoms that we all had to wear
Okay.
opening presents. So,
Okay.
awesome.
Well,
There are no pictures.
okay. That was going to be my next question because I didn't see any.
No.
All right. Well,
It was
I
awesome.
really-
Awesome holiday for me.
it sounds
Well,
it.
Christmas is more for the kids. They got a ton of stuff, which is awesome.
Well, it's always for the kids, right? It always has been. So
Yeah,
mine,
after you reach a certain age, for us, all we get is, socks and underwear, right?
oh yeah, I feel you. My kid came by. She came by before Christmas and on I don't remember. She didn't come by Christmas Day, right? But anyway, she got me probably the coolest gift ever. I've wanted a nugget ice maker for the longest time,
Ooh.
right? And I went to Best Buy to get one once, but they're like the good ones are like $500. But she got me a smaller one that I love, and it's loud as shit at night, but I'm
Hey,
getting used to it.
that's it.
Getting
It's like
used to it.
white
It
noise.
makes ice like stupid fast. You plug it in, there's nuggets in like 10 minutes.
Oh, there you go.
10-minute nuggets.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 10-minute nuggets. 10-minute
That's right.
nuggies.
Yeah. So we had that going on. We have Get Haunted as an event this weekend at
Ooh.
New Egypt. In case you forgot, you need to make
Yep.
sure
I need to make
you're
sure I'm there to open it up. Yep.
open that sucker up, make sure the heat's on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's not gonna be cold. I think it's gonna be like 50 degrees or something like that out. It's gonna be warm.
Okay. That's still chilly. That's a little chilly.
Yeah.
But so we'll be there's just a couple tickets left for that, but I'll be down at New Egypt, just historical Is it
Yep.
museum or society? Because I don't know what the right
It's
answer
the Society Museum, right?
is. Oh, okay. Well, I just
Yeah.
disregarded half of that whole thing.
Yeah, right. New Egypt Historical Society Museum.
Historical Society Museum. Okay.
Yep.
That's 3 words. If you only have one of those words, none of it really makes sense. It's not fully
No.
representing the entire New Egypt Historical Society Museum.
This is true.
It's a true story right there, right?
Absolutely.
It's without those other 2 words, just one word.
Right.
So is it
Right.
just a society? Is it a museum?
Mhm.
Is it just a historical? I mean, what is it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if anybody has questions on the side, Mike and I are available for, I don't know, we're not going to be on here super long.
No.
But yeah, so look, I got a million messages, right? Clearly I put up a little video today that's got some people tweaked. It's nothing new. Everybody should be used to it by now. Everything Rob does, it just upsets people. Some people, not everybody. How much can you bench press? Who are you asking, Sarah? If you're asking me, it's right around 370, 390, one hand.
Ounces.
Ounces or grams. Depends,
Grams,
right?
yeah.
If I'm Scarface, then it's ounces, right? Here's the thing, Sarah. Kind of gave up the gym, just because every time I went, people were just oohing and eyeing and watching me like just slamming weights around and just oozing testosterone.
Yeah, getting kicked out of Planet Fitness for dropping weights. Yeah. No,
It's just hard to go in there and be serious about lifting, but I don't know, in my heyday, probably about 60, 70 pounds. How about you, Michael? What can you bench press?
Oh, at least, 1 5-year-old, at least
One whole 5-year-old.
one whole 5-year-old.
All right. So that's a good, I don't know what a 5-year-old weighs.
Listen, my son's dense, right? He doesn't look like it, but he's heavy, man.
Okay. The bigger question.
Eric has pulled his back out picking him up before.
Oh God.
My wife's pulled her fucking back out picking him up before. And once he starts getting, going, he needs to get thrown up in the air. Then now I'm doing it for an hour, like it's more for me. It's more like stamina, right? It's not
right. That's what I was going to say. Push-ups, like, look, we're both Army vets. That was the thing. Like when you were in, I don't know what the PT test was. It 52, like 42, 52, and 12 minutes.
Yeah, 42:56, right? So just to meet minimum standards, 42:56, and then I think it was a 14-minute 2 mile was the minimum. Right.
Oh, they lowered it for you guys, right? Because when I was in, it was like 15 minutes, I think.
15,
so 16. It was 42 push-ups to meet the minimum in 2 minutes, right?
2 minutes.
Then 56 sit-ups.
56 sit-ups. And then it was 15-16 for the 2 mile.
Yeah.
Minimum.
Yeah.
And that's for 60%.
That was to keep you out of like the training.
Out of fat camp. Yeah.
Out of camp.
Yep.
And it did the PT test. Would you like once, twice a year? We have to do that shit. But
so it was
every PT every morning.
So you did a PT test. We did a PT test once a month, but every 6 months was a record PT test.
Really?
Right. Yeah. So.
Jeez.
Yeah, you got to make sure, man. You got to be on top of your shit.
Look, I remember running battalion runs, smoking cigarettes while we were running. It was ridiculous.
Half of it's walking, because it's just that accordion effect, right? Yeah.
Yeah. It was the worst. It was worse. And then anybody that was, carrying the standard or the flag for
the guide on,
they had to like run with the flag, and my unit had a lot of streamers, and it was a big ass heavy flag, but
Yeah,
that
or
slowed everybody
if
down.
you
It
pulled
was
road guard, right? If you pulled road guard, you were sprinting the whole time,
the
you
whole
know?
time. I felt
Yeah.
bad for those people. But it was always the coolest thing. A battalion run for me here in Fort Ord had 10,000 soldiers, I think.
Mhm.
All those people, everybody just calling cannons. This is the coolest.
Screaming. Yeah, and then you're, like, on the turnaround, right? You're passing by, and you're just trying to be louder than the people,
Yeah,
passing you by.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that shit
cool.
got you fucking going. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
absolutely.
man. That's something else a lot of people don't get is that brethren and that brotherhood that happens when you're in the military, even with people that you don't know, right? As long
Yeah.
as if they're in that uniform, that's your person, right? That's just your person. And it forms bonds that last years and years and years, decades, and for life for a lot of people. And recently reconnected with a couple of my old friends. One of them actually reached out just on Christmas Eve, which I thought was really friggin' cool.
Mhm.
I didn't get shoved into lockers in high school, Ryan. I was the long-haired, what they would call the burnout, even though it was more, I was into metal. T Hood's asking what's going on with Ghosted? What's the story? I know I just
Also,
got a
we're done with, I think issue 6, right? It's in production. We're picking that up at the end of, the first week of, January, and then we're gonna start shipping them out.
nice,
Yeah, yeah.
nice. I better have mine. Um, yeah, so I made a little announcement today that I know we got off track there. It's got people, there's questions, I got a lot of questions. A couple people joined Patreon. Um, you know, and what they nobody knows what I'm doing with this money,
Mhm.
right? For this pay-per-view. And it's honest to God, nobody's business, but it is going somewhere as well. There are things that need to be addressed, and I'm sorry if certain people don't like that, but that's the way it's going to be. Um, this is called the real world. So when 1/3 of a story gets put out there and presented in a way, um, that causes distress or harm to other people, it's only fair. It's only fair that there's a response, and there will be a response. So whatever the hell people are worried about, right? Um, Look, sure hate it for you, but nobody gets to speak for me, and I'm tired of watching other people. What's happening now, right? I'm watching other people getting attacked and hurt, and it's just not okay. It's not okay anymore. So that's
Yeah,
the whole gist.
so I guess I've been, like, just out of the loop on this, this whole thing, really. I didn't know that the chat from fucking 2 years ago almost was, like, I guess, the basis for all of this, right?
Apparently,
Like,
yeah,
yeah,
apparently.
and, listen, like I said before, right? I have a fucking dark, fucked up sense of humor, right? And I don't think I feel like I need to apologize for it, but I mean, if people are seeing it, and then they're taking it a certain way, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, but
Yeah, look, I
I went
think
like, so what I did today, right, was I went back and I looked
okay.
at the whole thing, and dude, it must have taken me like an hour and a half to scroll, right, and listen and watch, and I mean, looking back at uh what that whole thing was about, and I mean, a lot of it's still funny. Yeah, right? A lot of it is still pretty funny, and, yeah, I mean, I think it was all just like a fucking ranting, joking, like, it was just not it wasn't a fucking serious chat. I didn't think it was anyway,
No.
right? And I don't think any of us did. I don't think any of us did,
Well,
during
especially
participation.
back then. That's my issue
Yeah.
with it, right? My issue is how it's being presented now, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So but again, I don't know. I don't know any of that, right? And to be honest with you, like for me, so let's get my take on it, right? Because I was one of the 3 people in it. Okay. My take on it, it was a private conversation. That's nobody's fucking business,
Mhm.
right? It's just a private conversation. It's nobody's fucking business. And if someone decided to share it and then other people got offended and upset, then the person that shared it owes everybody an apology. Well, I didn't fucking share it. I don't owe anybody an apology. Private chat, right? That's how I
Agreed.
feel.
Yep. Yeah.
But you know what? I did go back and I look at everything and I said what I said, right? We all listen, we
We
all
all
said some
did.
shit in there. We all said some shit in there. There's other people that have come forward, I think, that 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 know, right? And it is what it is, man. Like, so the fuck what, right? Is a fucking I just I'm at a loss that this is like a thing. But I don't know. Uh
Well, yeah, look,
I mean, what is your take on it?
I what was that? What was the question?
Yeah, well, what's your take on it? I mean, just subjectively, not like you don't gotta get into it, but like
Oh,
just
no,
as
I'm
a
not
whole.
going to. Look,
Yeah.
there were 3. It's an interesting phenomenon, what I'm watching happen, right? So there was a set of issues prior to, right,
Mm,
to this, which really had no legs or basis, right? And but they were trying and crying and a lot of stuff that was happening, but it was a lot easier to just ignore. Then this issue comes up, right? And which I found out about October 27th, right? And again, I don't care that it was shared. I care how it's presented, right? Now, like you said, for you, and it is interesting that, I mean, look, I care that it was shared. I think it's kind of a shit move, um, because it wasn't shared for the reasons that that person claims it was shared for. There's no, this is shared out of integrity, and I'll touch on that in my video. But like there are like literal really big stretches being made and literally narratives being created and some taken to fit into prior issue narratives. It'll make more sense when everybody watches this thing. So to your point where, for you, the paranormal is not a big chunk of your life. It's a part of it, right? But you have other things. For me, it's almost all of it.
mm,
And these people are now taking these things and they reach out to business partners and they reach out to locations and blah blah blah. Which so far, so the fuck what? A lot of people see through the garbage. But then I got a phone call from someone who was I got to be careful with this, but somebody that was targeted, okay, um, because they work with us and targeted in a way that really wasn't cool. So, a lot of things happened to that person within one day in a short amount of time. And, I got Dhood in their 30s. And one's like 80 or something. I don't know. But this person took this really hard. And it's not the first phone call I got from someone who took that kind of abuse and really, really, really was not in a good place, right? I don't care who you are or what you did. To end up there at the hands of people out of spite and out of vendetta, um, people that he had nothing to do with, or she, whoever this person had nothing to do with. For me, that's the last straw. I've sat quiet for a while now. I haven't said anything, trying not to feed them. Um, because at the end of the day, they're like literally meaningless to me and my life and the things I do. but watching several people now take abuse for them trying to come at me and it not landing, or for however they wanted it to, or whatever. It's not cool.
Well,
And
what's
what I'm
the
watching is, go ahead.
well, what do you think the end game for them is? I guess.
Well, I've been told they just want me gone. They want Get Hunted gone. I don't know. I wish I could figure it out.
Well, what
None
does
of
that
them
mean? What does that mean? Gone?
don't
Like,
know. Out of business, not in the paranormal. I don't know. Possibly dead. I've seen memes with
yeah, but
me.
then but then I guess the other question to that, like gone, right, would be like, is there some sort of panel that makes these decisions on who gets to participate and who doesn't?
Well,
Right?
that's a whole different show, Michael. um,
Well, I mean, that's a legitimate question though, right?
oh,
And
I know.
who the fuck is anybody to say anybody can't play, right? Like, you know,
Oh, yeah.
get over yourself. And
Yeah.
okay, so I'll say this, right? Is some of the things that I saw today, scrolling through that, would it be offensive to somebody that's just happening upon it? Yes, absolutely. Right? 100%. A lot of that would be offensive. But it wasn't like, I guess there's no like the intent of it was not to be offensive to anybody,
Oh,
in particular. It was a lot of
no,
it was
absolutely
like
not. Nothing
fact
was ever
finding, a
said
lot
to
of
the
it was like
people.
going back and I mean, shit, there were dicks drawn on people's faces, in that fucking chat. Like, yeah, come on, right? Again, though, there's been a lot of growing over the past like year and some change, right? And and if you're gonna come out and apologize to one person for what you say, right? You should probably apologize to everybody about what was said in there if you're gonna apologize. But I don't feel like there's a need to, you know? I mean, do you feel like there's a need to apologize for a
No,
private
absolutely
conversation?
not. Because here's what I'll say. In all the months prior to them learning about these screenshots, some of the most vile shit I've ever seen was created about myself, about Sarah, about other people. Um, where's those? And that's, I guess my other question is how the community is okay with that, right? It's okay to create a hate group and to create memes and to put people's families out there and to put people's names out there and our logos and whatever. That's okay publicly. But this private chat with three people, by the way, three people, and you were one of them.
I was one of the three, yeah.
That's not okay, right? We weren't out there publicly saying anything or drawing
Yeah.
dicks on faces. We weren't doing that. But these people are, and they're finding it to be okay. Like that's okay to publicly be a douche, but if you're privately a douche,
Listen, I didn't draw dicks on anybody.
I didn't either.
Yeah, right. Just put that out there. Right.
Dicks. So like it's all backwards to me. It's all backwards to me. And some of the allegations and accusations made they're serious.
You know what I did? I noticed though today there was like a lot of unsending that took place.
Yeah, like I would estimate about 55 times.
I don't know. I didn't
I
count,
know you don't know.
but there was. I mean, what was there, right? I don't know. Look, I don't take any of that seriously, but I mean, if you are right and you're upset, I'm sorry that you're upset. Like I don't, to me, I don't fucking. It's something that happened. Like I have a 24-hour rule, right? I don't get pissed off about anything that didn't happen before 24 hours, like after 24 hours, like or 7 days, right? Like, I mean, can we do like, what is it, The Ring? Can we just play the game The Ring and 7 days is like the max? You know what I mean? Like how many days has it been? since
Fuck.
that. I mean,
A
like a
lot.
lot, right? Like a lot of fucking days here.
It's a lot.
And, over a year and a half. I don't know. I just at what point do you I don't know, like, do you just not
Yeah,
you
I
just
don't know.
get
I
the
don't
fuck
understand,
over it?
but
I
the
don't know.
things that are said, right? So if we go back to let's go back to that for um it just doesn't match up, right? You don't all of a sudden get to change the entire narrative, right? And then claim you got, you're this big.
Well, what's the
I don't
narrative?
understand
I don't understand. What's the narrative?
that it's been 609 days, just so you know.
609 days. Yeah, I don't know. It's a private fucking chat. Like, what narrative do you need to make out of that?
Yeah, I don't
Right?
know.
And it wasn't like I remember when I was invited to it, and it was all just about one thing, but then it turned into, like, just joking and, like, fucking just we're talking about everything in that thing, right? Like, it
Yeah.
wasn't even, like, a singular subject, you know? At the end of it anyway.
No. Oh, there's a lot. And I've been through it a few times myself, looking through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 609 days ago. So when it started, and it lasted for Damien about 30, 34 days or so. And then it was over and it was done.
Well, I remember when it stopped, right? And that was when, like, there was, like a kind of a truce, I guess, was drawn, right? Was all right, that's it, right? We were just
Yep.
gonna move on. Um, but I guess there may have been some animosity around that, the way that was.
Not on my part.
No, I mean not on my part, but like I don't know. I can't speak for the other person, but
Well, yeah. And I don't talk about this when the video drops, but neither one of us, Mike has never received a single request to talk about this, right?
yeah, no one's asked me anything. I mean, I've like whatever, right? Like I don't know.
Not a single one. And he was part of it. He was a third of it, right?
Mhm.
He had the least amount of interaction, but he was a part of it nonetheless. I was asked twice by people who already made up their mind about me, right? And they made it
Mhm.
pretty goddamn clear. So I'm like, why would I go talk on your show when I can do my own thing? And I'll talk about that one day
Yeah,
separately.
I don't think I'm that unapproachable, right? Like not
You're
gonna chew your fucking head off, like
Yeah, I mean, look, you don't even hug people.
listen, well, here's the thing. And maybe it's because of this, right? Is because like in any other situation, if somebody came up to me in the mall, right? For instance, and asked me what, my cousin and me talked about on a certain day a couple years ago, I'm going to tell them to fuck off and it's none of their business. What I do on my own time, not in public, is nobody's business. That's the way I see it. Right? But I don't live in this like bubble, I
Yeah.
have other shit going on, so I don't
Yep.
wait for things, I think at the time that this was going on, I was hurt. I was offended. Um, hurt people, right? And
Yeah.
I said some things, and I made a public video that I shouldn't have made public,
You
right?
did.
And I said, and I have apologized for that. I've spoken with that person and apologized. I have gone my separate way, right? I've not like what the fuck, and I don't feel like it's apart from that one person that I've affected. I don't feel like it's anybody else's fucking business.
Yeah,
Right?
agreed, right? But the problem, oh, there we go. You want to come on? I'll send you the link. You got to unblock me. So Yeah, it's an interesting scenario. All of it. Because the information, right, or the
Mhm.
way it's being used is designed to hurt, right? Um, if anybody has questions, there you go. Oh, we could come on and settle it right now. That'd be fine. So yeah, there's claims that I'm out there doing all these things. I wish I had the time. The time. Okay.
Well, lying about what? I don't get it.
I don't know either. What am I lying about?
I don't know.
If you want to come on, just type yes. Or I can throw the link here. Here, the link's in there. It's public now. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what I was lying about.
I don't know either. I mean, like I said, I went through the fucking thing today. I don't get. I said what I said. You know.
We weren't her friends. Okay. So you see, somebody's been fed something, right? So now it's vendetta time, right? And that's exactly why this video will be made. So unless you want to talk, come on right now and see. We could talk it all out. Mike can stay or not stay. I don't care. I don't have the time, right? I've seen these screenshots. Like there's so let's clear something up, right? The fucking all these get haunted people fake get haunted accounts all the time, and I won't, but I will share. I could share all of the support requests that we have to put in because, well, the people, these fake tarot readers want to try to scam people out of money. So they get haunted accounts and then they send messages. That's me. They literally steal my address, right? And they put my address and all this shit on there.
Hold on.
Huh?
Yes, there were a private chat, but what you were wrong about is that it was amongst friends. They weren't my friends. I don't understand like
I don't either.
where everything like took just a massive left turn, right? I think that maybe we should just fucking put the whole chat up.
Oh my God.
Just fucking give it to everybody. I don't there's nothing in there that I don't think was fucking like earth shattering,
Well,
right?
that
You
was
have
my
to
intent,
understand
right?
you have
My
to
intent.
understand the context of this chat was, you know what else? The lies you made up about me and said to me and apologize for. I apologize for. So I'm not sorry for. What lies, bro? Just kind
Yeah,
of be
I don't know.
specific for me.
I don't
Be
know.
specific. And who are you talking to? Are you talking to me or are you talking to
I
him?
can't
I
tell.
don't
I know. That's why she should come on. I gave you the link. Yeah, Stacy, it was almost 2 years ago. But hey, Kristen, this is exactly you can come on too. Please show me in this chat you received from your buddy over here one spot, and we will take everybody through the entire chat. That's the whole thing. Nobody ever said they were going to kill you. Nobody ever, except for Taryn. Actually, she
lie about what
suggested beheading you. We'll show everybody that.
to lie
See,
about what
this is what
happened.
they do. They said,
I said and did. What happened? I don't understand. Like you're not these what happened? Right?
I said I was joking. I don't care what you think. I don't know. Nobody knows. So they won't come on, right? They won't come on. They'll go on other shows where they know they're going to have their supporters, but they won't come on and talk to us, right? They just won't. The
Look,
link's
I
up.
don't know.
Bring it up.
I don't know what it's all
And I'll
about.
pull the chat up right here and you will see. So it was either presented to you the wrong way, Kristen, because your name comes up 0.47% of the time. You're not a topic. I know you want to be. We all know what you want. But yeah, the only truth is I did say that, but they didn't show you. They didn't show you where I said I was joking. Or maybe they did, and you just don't, that doesn't fit your narrative. No, I'm not going to go on. You think I'm going to go on Stevie's show 3 days after she fucking announces that she's learning about all these terrible, you guys think I'm stupid? And then Chris Crimey, who's also a big supporter, you guys think I'm stupid? I'm not going to walk into an ambush. We will put the chat up. I'll put it up on my terms, or come on the show and we'll put it up. And we'll talk right through it. We'll talk right through it. Oh, see, here's the problem. Okay. I'm assuming she's talking to me, Mike. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, the dozens. They won't do it. Oh, your Facebook photo? Yeah, I had no problem sharing it with 2 other people. 2 other people. Mike and Karen. That's it.
What
They
photo?
won't come on. They won't come on. Then go away. Because Kristen, all you've done for about over a year is spend scary amounts of time on me. I make a post, an hour later you're posting. You want nothing to do with me? I appear to be, I don't know, your focal point. Fuck, you went on a date with someone who said, I went on a date with her and this chick couldn't stop talking about me. Oh my God. I used your words there, Kristen. I used your words there. I'll put that screenshot up too. You guys want to play fucking junior high screenshot games? Don't give a fuck. Don't care. This is the problem. You won't talk, right? You've got a narrative. You want me to be the bad guy. You people talk about murder plots and all this stupid shit. The only accurate thing you said was that I did say that about the dog. I did say that. So please. And that is the point of my, you guys get to say what you want. You guys get to say what you want. I will share exactly the same shit you shared, but in its entirety. What am I lying about? So yeah, she's talking to me. Stack of dicks. That's so fucking original. Like that hasn't been around since 1989 when I went in the military. Tell me what I'm lying about. You shared the screenshots. Everybody saw what I said almost. Well, I'm going to show them all the entire thing. It's real simple. But you guys don't want to come on. I get it. I get it. Ta-da. I talk too freely to too many people. Taryn. You think so? Oh, next time you'll come on. Okay. Taryn. Oh, man. Sitting right here. That what seize the moment. I know they won't come on. Damien. So for all of this time, these people spend, it seems like every waking moment on generating memes and calling people's families and doing all these fucking things, right? Please give me a break. So you don't want me to do the video. I understand because it puts holes in your narrative.
It's kind of awkward just sitting here. I don't know. I don't know what to do with
Yeah,
my.
if you want to go, you can. You
I don't know
can.
what to
But
do
see,
with my hand.
they won't even address you, Mike, right? And Chris Crimey said it when I talked to him. They're afraid of, Mike for whatever.
I don't know. Whatever. Right.
Yeah, whatever's right.
It was, again, almost 2 years ago. Right.
Mhm.
I don't know. I'm sorry. Right. Like, it was not meant for anybody else, but whatever, like, what can you say? Right. Like, what is there to say about it?
Brian wants you to build another calendar while you're waiting. Okay.
Well,
let's
there
see.
is another calendar that I'm working on.
Block videos made of someone pleasuring themselves. We all know. Oh, what the fuck she's talking about? Yeah, everyone. So Taryn's now saying, right? She's saying, we all did all this shit, but I said I'm sorry, and then I shared it with everybody because I'm pissed off because I'm not part of something anymore. Or this guy lied. I don't know what lies I made up and told her or said about Taryn, because I haven't, Taryn. Truth is, you're not on my mind, right? You are now, but you and the other one, I don't think about you people. I know you want me to, but I don't. And the only time I've ever used your names is when I have to respond to your stupidity. So you want to make it your life's mission to reach out to business partners and business associates, people trying to put on Paracons, have at it. But you think I'm going to sit here and be quiet? No. And I believe you people believe the shit you're making up and saying, but I'll walk everybody through that chat. It didn't go the way you say it did. In fact, nobody even really gave a shit. This goes back to the blackmail and all those things. So I know what you guys did. And when you go through the chat and map it out and see the messages, it starts to make a lot of sense. You wanted me to be the boogeyman. You show up at every fire. You reach out to, some location in Connecticut. You've reached out to a lot of people, and I'm not fucking stupid. And that's all I'm going to do is clear my name. Mike, is Mike being summoned?
No.
Okay. So, yeah. So you don't get to run out there like a couple of chickens with your, clucking away and talk about everybody and do the things you do and not expect me to respond. You don't get it. I'm sorry. And if all this shit was even remotely true, and all these police charges that you've had against me, I haven't talked to a fucking single cop yet. So, but you can call Palmer Township Police Department and get those police reports. Okay, we'll see what happens. Let's see. So then, see, this is a disgruntled employee issue.
What is this?
Or
Yeah, I
whatever
wonder
she
why
is.
that live video was done in October for 2 hours, lying about how everything went down with the magazine and saying I went on a tirade, got all these people to hate her. Who?
What the fuck she's talking about?
And what live? Did I do a live in October?
Is she talking about? Yeah, I wonder why that live video was done in October for 2 hours, lying about how everything went down with the magazine. I don't know. The fuck do I know?
Yeah, what went down with the magazine? That's what I'm curious to know about that too.
And saying I went on a tirade. So I mean, this right here should be fucking disqualify the entire 2 years of chats because this
Yeah, but
this
well,
makes no
hold on.
fucking
No,
sense.
because this directly affects, a business that I'm involved in, right? I don't understand what lying about how everything went down with the magazine and saying October when? Like this year October?
I don't know. No, Damien, I
I
don't think
don't think
so.
so. I don't think we mentioned any of that.
Oh, here we go. She's on me now.
Oh,
I spread rumors and lied about you. Lied when all this shit went down with Third Eye owner. You are a liar. Okay. Would love to know. Would love to know. I spread rumors. Who told you that? Kristen? Please. Please. Studio's still open. So I guess my question is, what are you worried about? Right? Are you worried about if I do a video and show the same exact screenshots that you all have, how's that hurting you?
yeah, I think my take on the whole thing and what I've always said was
Spread
uh,
rumors.
was that Taryn not being involved with Ghosted Magazine. So here we're going to go on record, I guess. Now this is where we wanted to do it.
I don't.
Was a business decision, right? I didn't want to be in the middle of it. I said it. I said it in the beginning. Look, we're you go into a business with friends. It is either going to strengthen your friendship or it's going to tear it apart, right? You find out real quick that you can't work with certain people. And that's exactly what happened. Okay. It was a business decision. It's nobody's business why Taryn's not a part of the magazine. It's nobody's business why we just continue to keep going on. It's nobody's business. Right. But I think that I think that we all need to take a step back and look at this whole situation in its entirety, right? We're just trying to ask as direct a question as possible to get a specific answer. And we've now jumped from thing to thing to thing to thing to thing without giving me a specific, like, what am I working with? You know?
Yeah, this is way
Yeah. I
different.
mean, this doesn't need to, like, the ghosted stuff doesn't need to happen here.
It
Right.
really doesn't,
It
right?
does. And to be honest with you, we've kind of moved on without any of that, and we've been fine, right? So I don't
Mm. Yeah, I'm just as confused.
I don't know what we're talking about.
I
I have
haven't
no
either.
idea what we're talking about, right? It's nobody's business what happens with Ghosted in the background. It's nobody's business, right? And we've been very successful. We've been fine, you know. We were fine with her, and we're fine without Taryn's involvement. It not one person is going to make or break the magazine, right? And I think that it's grown to be exactly what that is, right? Its own thing. And we have, like, we ship international, man. Like, I don't, like, what is there else to say about that, right? This whole thing is just, again, we're talking about I think the severed relationship happened, right before Para Unity last year, right? Not even this year, last
I
year.
don't even know.
And and we're still talking about it. Like, let it go, man. Right? We've completely moved on. We're moved forward. We haven't brought you up. We haven't talked about you. People ask about you, and we tell them the same thing. It's nobody's fucking business.
Yeah, April wants it dropped. So hold on, Karen. Are we letting her come on or no?
Yeah, and I'm not talking on April's behalf. April wants to come up, she can come up. I don't think this is the right place to talk about a ghost.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. So Taryn, you can come on. We're not doing the Ghosted magazine piece. You can come on here and tell me what I lied about you. I don't know how to get her a message. I think she has me blocked. I can repost it here, Taryn. Mike, are you okay with that? I can put you backstage too.
Yeah, you can put me backstage. You guys can have your chitty chat about whatever. Like, I don't think it's really.
Taryn, there you go. You should be able to see that. Oh, it's giving me an error. And you talk shit on your live. I don't know who she's even talking to. So
I don't even know who she's talking to either.
Yeah, we're not doing the ghosted thing. Yeah, that's great. We know you download them. Believe me, we know. We have them too. Well, we don't have Taryn is what what you unsent all 55 of those messages. So man, can't even launch a calendar.
I know.
I don't know what the hell this is. Oh my God. I don't know. Was it what? Taryn, I can't make sense of what you're trying to say. So
I think there's a delay. Maybe there's a delay.
She never suggested beheading her. Hold on, Taryn. Hold the fuck up. Maybe you deleted all the wrong shit. Let's go back here. Now, this is happening in real time, people. Real time. You're getting to watch this. You're kind of fucking with my video, but okay. If I'm wrong, Taryn, you're coming on.
Buy a calendar, y'all. It's for autism.
Yeah, you're going to buy a calendar. Okay. Somebody tell me what that says. Mike, anybody?
Yeah.
Yeah. Next. By the way, that chat, that whole exchange happened in less than a minute and a half. And I laughed at that because I knew you were joking. You were like, no. And I said, it's just fantasy. And then you say, behead her, save the dog. And then you say, oh, wait, here, hold on. Let me share this one with you too, Taryn, since you can't fucking remember anything.
Oh.
Hold on. This is getting interesting. Do we have no comment yet? Where'd Mike go? Oh, he's there. He disappeared. Did everybody see? I need confirmation on the side that people saw that. And then I'm going to end this because thank you, Danny. Oh, how about this one? How about this one? What you don't get is we all became friends by connecting. Because yeah, that's great. That's great, Taryn. I guess that erases everything you said. And I guess that enables you guys to create this false narrative. Keep trying. Oh yeah. Oh wait, how about this? How about that? That little rat dog is not going to stand 1 ounce. Come on. You fucking kidding me right now? How many hours did y'all spend putting together your 4-part miniseries? And you can't remember that one piece? Do I even need to do my video now? Like, it's all right here. You just fucking proved it for me. Thank you. Next. Oh, now I'm a piece of shit because I showed your words. I sleep just fine at night, honestly. Every now and then, my neck gets stiff because I don't have my Dr. Sobokawa pillow anymore. That's about it. I know what I do to people. Yeah, you know what I don't do? I don't attack little kids. There's a lot. It's going to come out. We'll see what happens. Oh, yeah, that's okay. That's good. Whew. God damn, you're a fucking saint. You're a saint. That, my friends, that right there is integrity. Don't fucking hurt a dog. Hurt a human being.
But you just said you didn't say that.
Yeah, but she said she didn't say. I know. This is the shit, folks. You're watching it unfold. People think you're a stack of dicks. That's great. I am proud of it. I am. It started in 1989 when I got to boot camp. It was stinking bitch. Add that.
I'm changing your contact name in my phone to that.
Yeah, you should add that. Stinking bitch was the other one. My drill sergeants used. Shut up, Mike. So there you go. There you go. We've given her enough airtime, I think. All I needed right there. And somebody screenshot that shit before she deletes her shit. I never suggested that. Hold up. Let me print screen. Oh, ta-ting. Yeah, I'm a fucking liar, huh? So there you go. Have fun. Thank you. The show turned out to be way better than I thought it would. I'm just saving that real quick. Like, there we go. This way, because, we don't want it all unsent. There's one bully here. That's me, apparently. The guy that spends his days not thinking about her or anybody else. So, thank you. And with that, we're going to put her in timeout. She's in timeout. And I think my neighbors, Danny, is somebody smoking weed? Oh my God, it's loud. Yeah. So that's that, folks. You get to see right there live demonstrations of the bullshit I got to deal with. Right? They're upset because I'm going to do a video where I show my side of the story. That's the truth. Yes. I said what I said. I said it was a joke. They didn't show that part. They didn't show that part. Nobody was ever threatened. None of that. In fact, you're going to see in my video the absolute God's honest fucking truth. So I think I won the fishing derby again, Mike. You don't have to comment.
Nothing. I mean, like, what is there to say?
I don't know, man. I don't understand any of this shit. But
there's like, I'm just very confused. There's like a lot of points there. I just didn't understand what it's hard because it was like jumping back and forth, right? It's just very not, there was no road, right?
No, and they won't have the conversation, right? And I've been saying this for a long, long time. They will not have the conversation. They don't want to talk it out. Why? Because then they don't have something to complain about. In almost every instance of this, it's someone that was tied to something, whether a business, whatever, and they were
Mhm.
asked to leave. Almost every instance of this. And then it becomes this crap. If y'all think I have the kind of time to dedicate to the things that they claim, you're wrong. They're wrong. I just don't. I would love nothing more than to wake up one morning without somebody going, "Do you see this bullshit?"
And
No,
I also don't feel comfortable talking about anything with the magazine without April being
no, you
here.
shouldn't. You shouldn't.
Yeah. That all happened kinda quick. I was just trying to get to the bottom of
Yeah,
it, but
sorry,
April
sorry,
definitely
sorry.
needs to be here for that, you know?
Sorry about that. All right. Well, with that, we're gonna end this mofo. Yes, Stacy. Yes. That's exactly it. All right. Well,
Hey, this was a lot of fun.
yeah, this was great.
You
We
guys
should do it again.
go buy a calendar. That's what this
Go
was
buy a
about.
calendar.
Go
Support
buy a
Mike.
calendar.
Support Rob. Support Autism Speaks.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. All right. With that, I'm going to play an outro here. I'm not going to play it. To you, peace out, my friend. Everybody on the side, thanks for coming in. Yeah. Thank you. And have a good night. Hold on. It's not ended yet.